feel like generally all this movement is at least like visible to us, like accessible, like we're still working maybe, but like we're kind of like, it's not, like we're not doing rocket surgery? Cool. All right, yeah, rocket surgery. Rocket surgery, rocket science. It's like a hybrid situation.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
So I know like this might be a little reverse Del Evo question, but sometimes when my biggest problem is like I dive, like I go in and then I feel like I have no grips or anything, especially no gi, where I feel like the guys just gonna collapse back, like stay really low, so it's hard for me to find that space. How do you kind of like?
Can you show this reaction?
Sure.
Hopefully this goes good. Let's find out. So you're in the knee cut, and you frame here, and start spinning.
I see, yeah.
I mean, that was like a little bit different, but
Yeah.
like, so what are we afraid the guy's gonna do?
Like just the fact that he stays so low that there's usually not that space there, right?
Usually what happens, I feel like that if the space is small, you end up, imagine like this is the like reverse of Elon.
Yeah.
I feel like that what happens is like this leg sometimes gets extended, and then like you end up just rotating under the leg, right?
Yeah.
Show me one here real quick. When we have the reverse of Elon, but put your opposite knee down. Like see how there's not much space here? So sometimes this can happen. And see how I just rotated on the leg, right? And then now you have like different positions you can start to access and chase the back. Like it's kind of more like case by case. But I feel like that as you develop like the main routes, you also start to have vision for like when the person throws something like, oh, I didn't expect that. Like, but if the rest of it's ironed out, you can really focus all your resources on solving the new problem as opposed to like trying to think about the whole technique. Okay? So now guys, like when we're on the bottom, we have the 3 goals, right? 3 goals are always we're toggling between these 3 things, right? The least bad of these things would be what? It's a sweep, right? Submission into the fight, back take's not good either. The sweep is like, if a good player senses that they're being like hunted, like that they might have the back taken or that they might give the submission, sometimes they'll sweep themselves and in effort to like recompose and then like, keep fighting, okay? So sometimes what will happen is you start chasing them back, right? The guy realizes he's gonna connect and he starts turning to try to face you, but his feet are stuck because you're holding him, right? And so now he's like here, you have this awkward, like I'm losing the crowd, right? How do I follow up? This is where that second warm-up piece is gonna come into play. So let me here. I've got Trev in the same situation. I'm framing the shoulder. I can't let that get close to me. I spin underneath, pedal, boom. But look, he realizes I'm trying to do his hips and I can't. Okay, look, I got his legs. This hand is going to release. I'm going to sit up aggressively and hug his leg here, and then dive off into the space, just like we did in the warm-up. Right? Now I place the twister hook, stretch, and punch in. Right? This is like a very easy follow-up to hit if you're prepared. But if you're not, like, if this sequence isn't pre-programmed, you're gonna miss that 10 out of 10 times. And you'll end up holding the feet, coming up, taking the sweep, and then like now you have to pass the guard and everything, right? This is an easy thing to dive to, and it's like, it's pretty low risk. You're already deep in the sequence, and if it goes, like it gets ruined, you can just come up on the leg drag, right? Which is a better passing angle anyway, right? So we go again. Trev comes in, I pick him up, boom, on my frames. Place the foot, inside spin, paddle in, boom, he starts running, dive, over the top, meet him here. Place the twister hook, extension, punch in and take the back. And we land it.
Yeah, do you ever, this might not ever happen, but do you ever get a guy who sits before you pedal your second butterfly hook in? Is that even possible?
I don't know.
So go through it. Let's just say you're.
We'll pause right before I get to the back.
Say you're like new to reverse De La Hiva, you spin under and then you freeze here for a second.
Yes.
And he does this.
He sits down where?
Like now, before you see. Oh, so I see what you're saying. Trevor,
Missed it.
could you have even sat the other way? Would that even be possible?
Yeah.
Like toward the other hip. I'm just wondering if it's possible. That's all.
We'll try one. In my experience, so most guys look over their dominant shoulder. Like they turn, you know what I mean? Like if I'm right, most guys like they look over with their good side first. Most guys are right-handed. So the look you get most is the left hip drops. We'll go again.
Yeah, do the second, I'm just curious. Okay. So 15 meters, so what is that? Does that mean,
This to me, I want 50-50 now.
I'm just looking at it. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Right, from here, I would probably want to punch in and start looking to commit.
Okay.
Right? I feel like even if I center into the legs.
That's pretty bridge. That's not-
Yes.
that's not-
Right, but like, it all kind of like, you can get down these crazy rabbit holes with this
Right.
type of stuff. And that's why I wanted to call it like berimbolo skills, because this is just like, the more that you kind of stay in this dynamic, and John was kind of doing this a little bit with Ryan and Trav, like, he did the shin slam back take, but then like, made it a crab ride, and then came up and did the second drill, just rolling on top of the twister hook. Like, if you guys want to get good at berimbolo, what I recommend the most is that you get a friend that is also wants to be good at this, and then you just like, sit. Me and Trevor would sit in my attic and just go rep for rep, right? Bolo for bolo for bolo. Sometimes it would work out, and like it would be a sweet sequence. We'd be like, oh, how'd you do that? And then other times it would be like, that was stupid. That would never work. But like, the more time that you spend in that sequence, like you get very comfortable being upside down, pummeling the feet. There's pretty much a few main moves, right? You'll see it's like crab ride, twister hook, leg drag, and then like inverting between the sides. And once you get those little like items down, it's all just kind of like toggling between the options, you know? Oh, one's closed, oh, go back to this one. Oh, this one's closed. When all else fails, leg drag is the way, okay? Questions before we break on this, guys? Anybody want to see this one more time? Are we cool? Just hit one more. Right. Last time through, kind of at speed. Back comes a knee cut, we frame, post, spin, paddle, boom. And take it back.
You're not even waiting to pin down the knee. You, once he turns it towards you, you just.
You can't wait. Look at the window. It opens and shuts. Like, and this way with most things in jiu-jitsu. Like, I feel like it's a constant situation of windows opening and closing all over, and you just have to start realizing like which window is gonna be open soon, and I start like moving in that direction, you know. And because the window's gonna open and close, and if you go after it's closed, you just bounce off, you know. But like this is gonna be off. Start moving this way, like defend, like attacking where the guy's gonna be instead of where he is right now.
There's a kind of a momentum component to it too, where the guy's running away from you and your momentum is carrying you through the movement.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm attached, right? He jumps away, it like brings me up, and like that duck will come through, you know? If I miss it, I'll just scramble back to the top. 2 points for the sweep. We'll take it, you know? All right, guys. 1, 2, 3. It's the last piece, and then we'll go upstairs for sparring. We're going to go 7 minutes.